Hey there, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a Sims build. I was really feeling in the mood to do a build this week. I didn't want to go too big because I'm still like kind of in a burnout phase for Sims, so I did do something on a smaller 30 by 20 lot just to keep myself comfortable with it and kind of feel it out, and I had a lot of fun building it. It is exhausting doing builds though. That is something that I guess I forgot, because this took me actually not that long to build. Took me like 2.5 hours maybe, so really not that long in the grand scheme of things. But by the end I was like, oh crap, I have to do the backyard now. So I feel like the backyard isn't as good as I could have done, because I was a little tired, but I wanted to finish the build all in one go because I probably wouldn't have picked it up otherwise. So yeah, I don't know. That's something that I think I need to kind of work out with myself a little bit. But I'm very happy with how this kind of turned out. I wanted to do that whole container build style because that was something that I thought was really fun. When Eco Lifestyle first came out, is how we were all kind of obsessed with doing container homes, and I want to bring that back a little bit because I don't know, I think it's fun. I think it's cute. Well, I guess I wouldn't necessarily describe it as cute, but I think I made this build somewhat in that realm. I went with 3 different textures and colors for the exterior. We've got the bluish metal tone. I think that one's Eco Lifestyle if I remember correctly. I did the brick walls in that nice like beige color, and then I did the metal like container siding in the white as well, and I kind of mixed all 3 of those evenly, and I think it looks really cool having the mix of all the textures and the colors. And the styles, really. They're all very different styles, but I think they work really nicely together. And then out front, I wanted to use that little lantern light thing from Snowy Escape, and apparently that meant doing a little Zen garden moment, and I mean, maybe it doesn't necessarily fit the house, but it was something I wanted to do, so I did it, and you know what? I was happy with it. I enjoyed myself, so that's all that matters. And I did kind of minimal landscaping on this one, just for my own personal burnout reasons, but I think it looks really cute still. I made sure to encase like some areas with this little fencing because I thought it was nice and cute. And then the like platform for the house, I did the glass pane fencing because I thought it looked really nice to kind of not hide the build behind a fence, but also fence it in, make it seem enclosed. And I always feel uncomfortable leaving a lot of grass areas in Sims builds, but it's something that it actually makes sense. Like in like real life, you would have houses that have yards, and so I did leave the yard there. That's what I meant by like minimal landscaping, is that I didn't just fill that up with like grass or flowers or something. Like I left it empty. And you know what, in the end I think it actually does make sense to have left it like that, because I guess it's just realism. I mean, I'm doing a house that is maybe not the most realistic house. It's a container home. I did make the containers around the same size. Some of them are longer than others, but on the main floor, you have the entrance, and in that main entrance hall, there's actually not really like a purpose for it other than it being the entrance. I put like a ladder to go upstairs, so there's no staircase, it's just a ladder. So thank God we have ladders, because that made this a whole lot easier. And then I put a bike in there and like a planter and like some decorations, so that room doesn't have a whole lot of purpose. If you were to play with this build, you could always put a skill building item, but it's not really necessary to have that space being used based on how I did my layout. Up on the little platformed room there, the one that kind of goes out back, is the living space. And so I think there ends up being a couch and a lounge chair and then a big TV and even though it's quite narrow, I think it actually ended up being quite spacious just because it is long. I also put in a desk with a computer there as well. There is also upstairs a computer in one of the bedrooms as well, so there are some options there for your Sims. And that means they don't have to fight over it. There's only 2 bedrooms and 3 sleeping spots. Yeah, 3 sleeping spots. So this isn't like a household that is meant to have a lot of people. I kind of imagined it as like maybe a mom or a dad and their like teenage daughter or something. That's kind of what I imagined for this. I didn't imagine it to be a big family with like young kids, especially with the ladder. There's no bedroom on the main floor. I kind of imagine it for like a mom and her like teenage daughter, where like maybe she got divorced and was like, let's do something funky and cool. Let's live in a container home. And it's a little midlife crisis like, but she likes it. She likes where she lives. So I think that was kind of like the story I had in mind when doing this build. And I did put a lot of plants in it because, I don't know, it's my favorite decor in The Sims is the plants. I think they're the cutest. A lot of the other decor sometimes is hit and miss with the style, so I did plants are like my favorite decor because of that. And I think I ended up making this living room, like while it's in a room that's encased in metal, I think I made it cozy. Like that looks comfortable to be in, especially because it's got like I think it's actually wood floors, those like tile shapes. I think they're actually considered wood. So the wood hexagon tile kind of floors, I think they make it look a little more warm. Adding the plants helps fill in that coziness. Putting the rug down and the comfortable pink couch with like all the pillows thrown on it, I think all of that together kind of makes it look like a cozy room, even though it's like a metal box. This kitchen, I have to say, looks super pretty in the screenshots. The lighting that comes in when I took the screenshots is so pretty. The 3 photos that I have going up on Instagram / probably Twitter, I suppose, as well. I did put those photos at the end of the slideshow of the photos. The first like however many pictures there are is going to be unedited photos, but then the last 3 photos are just slightly edited. And the lighting coming in these front windows, just like against that fridge, and it's like it just looks so pretty. I actually really like this kitchen. I think it's a really good size. There's a spot for 2 people to sit in there, and then it's just a galley style kitchen, and it honestly like looks like a decent size to me. I did not play test this. I apologize. I don't really play test my builds that much. Sometimes I do if it's like I really want to, but I'm kind of doing these for fun, so I don't always play test them. This one I just didn't specifically. When I went upstairs, that's when I realized the layout was kind of odd. And that if I wanted to have a second bedroom, it would have to be a small one right in the one that has the ladder, because the only way to get to the far room would have been through that back room unless you walked outside, but I didn't think it made sense to have like an entrance to the bedroom. You have to walk outside on that little catwalk. I didn't think it made sense. So what I did is I cut off half of the main entrance room and did a small bedroom. That's the bedroom I imagine for like the teen daughter or something. It's very cute. The lighting in that photo as well is very pretty. I think that's one of the other photos that I ended up editing for Instagram and Twitter. So you can feel free to follow those as well. My Instagram and my Twitter, because I post things on Twitter more often, but I'm trying to be a little more active on Instagram as well, so make sure you follow those if you haven't already. And also, if you're enjoying this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't already, because there's lots of different fun things going on, especially a lot of Animal Crossing content that I'm going through. So if you like any of that kind of stuff, feel free to stick around. I would love to have you here. And then, so yeah, this is that room here. I think it's really cute. It's kind of a small room, but I mean, it's a sim. There is a computer there. Honestly, like, what else does a teenage girl need? I'm kidding. I'm sure plenty of things, but I think it was fine. And then the back room, I kind of did an awkward bathroom. It's not my favorite layout that I've done for this bathroom, with it just being like an awkward room there. I did close it off though, and then put a little chair in the hallway there. Like I said, it's not my favorite, but it does the job, and that way you're able to walk to the master bedroom without having to walk through the bathroom or through another bedroom, which I thought made a little more sense. So this is that bedroom here. I put it centered in the room there. It was like one of the only places that would fit without being up against a corner, and I wanted it to not be pushed into a corner. And I tried to make it kind of cute, not too many decorations though in this one. I was really just I wasn't trying to overfill it really. Outside I did some basic things. I put a pool because I thought the pool would look really nice on the like concrete raised platform. And I did like lounges, a little table with some chairs, a barbecue, nothing too fancy. And then around the side I did put yoga mats, just because I thought it would be kind of a cute little activity to do, another little skill that you could do, wellness, going with the story of maybe she was divorced and this is her little midlife crisis home. Maybe she really got into wellness as a part of that and is living her best life, and we love that for her. And part of that is yoga, I suppose. I guess I went a little stereotypy. Apologies. But I think it looks cute, so I'll leave it as is. This is on the gallery. My gallery ID is cosylee. Yeah, just cosylee. I don't think it has an underscore on Origin. But yeah, if you're interested, feel free to download it. It is on a Newcrest lot on the gallery, just because this lot here in Brindleton Bay has a giant tree blocking it. So it looks really nice here when you play, because look at that waterfall in the background. It's pretty. But I did place it in Newcrest for the gallery just because... Ugh, freaking trees blocking the view. So frustrating. So frustrating. But yeah, I also added more planters outside, so there's other things your sim can kind of do around. None of the balconies are really functional other than the catwalk, I don't think. I don't think any of them have doors. They're just kind of aesthetic, but I think they look kind of cool. And of course this house has some solar panels on the roof, so those are super cool. But yeah, let me know what you think about this build. Let me know what you want to see from Sims content, Animal Crossing content, anything. Let me know. How are you doing? How's it going? Love to hear it. But yeah, that is the end of today's video. So make sure you hit that like button, comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. So bye everyone!